guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you came back. It is time for me to do a fill of my builder gel, and I actually broke a couple of nails here on my thumb and my pointer finger, so I'm going to show you not only how I fill my nails with builder gel, but I'm also going to show you how to repair a broken nail with builder gel in today's video. So to get started, you're going to need a couple of things. Of course, your builder gel. You can use a type that comes in a bottle, or there are also ones that come in a little, almost like a pot with a brush. I personally like to use the kind in the bottle just because it's an all-in-one option, and I find that it's really easy to use. So I use this one. It does come on Amazon. The last time I bought this, it came in a pack of 6. So if you're looking for a builder gel, definitely try this one out. Next up is a bond. I like to have something that really just helps with adhesion and to make sure that the builder gel is going to stick to my natural nail. I found that this Young Nails one works the best for me, so I really like this one. But you can really use any bond that you're happy with. I also have a pH prep here. This is from Sparkle & Co. The label is off of it because it's so well used, and I'm about to need to get another one, but this is the one that I like and it works really well for me. And then you're also going to need to repair the nail, a couple of nail forms. So I got these on Amazon. They did come in a pack like this, a 2-pack. So there's a bunch of them, which is super nice. So you can kind of they're just folded like this. But if you're looking for a nail form, this one's really good. The one thing that I do really like about this is that it is double thick, so I don't end up having to put this little circle underneath the section here. It's just already strong. So this is what I'm going to be using today. I went ahead and removed the form and I just popped out that circle piece, and now we've got this sticky form here. I break it right here down the middle like this, and then I start to hold it, and now I'm going to start to try to get it lined up the best that I can with my nail. It does have these little stripes or lines to keep your nail even, so you can kind of tell where it's going at any given point, which is nice. So once I get it good and lined up, I don't press these two together here. You're basically going to press the form like this when you get it all lined up. I don't do that until I have it exactly where I want it. So I'm just looking, and make sure you don't line up the part of your nail that you still have left. Make sure that you're lining it up, the sides here, with where it'll be even. So, okay, I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and push that together. Make sure it's all the way pushed down, and then I'm going to just put these together like this. Make sure it is good and secure from all sides. And then when you are done, it's gonna look like this. If it comes apart here, that's fine. It's not typically that big of a deal. And then you're ready to get started. So I will say I already did file my nail a little bit. This is something that I do before I get this nail form on. And I have already pushed back my cuticles before this video. I'm gonna go in with this pH prep from Sparkle & Co. Look at that one-handed open right there. Okay, and then I'm just coating the whole nail in this pH prep, making sure that oils on my nail are being kind of removed, just so I can get a really good adhesion with the builder gel to the nail. Next up is this Young Nail Protein Bond. Now this is just going to help with the adhesion a little bit more. I found that when I use this, it lasts longer than just using the pH prep, but you're welcome to do either one. Now that I've got that on there, I wait a little bit for it to dry. I don't know if you can see, but it kind of is a little shiny. It will end up being a little shiny when it's totally dried, just because it's almost like a little bit of a sticky layer coat that is on there. So I'm just gonna wait for that to dry while I open my builder gel. That looks good. When I open the builder gel, a lot is gonna come out. So I really just kind of circle around to make sure I don't have a ton, and then I go back in and grab the amount of builder gel that I want. You really can start with whatever you want, but this is what I typically like to do. And then I am going to start at the base of the nail and just coat upwards, and then I'll work on showing you guys how to fix that corner. So I'm just slowly coming down here. If you have troubles around your cuticles, you can always start in the middle and push this back to where you're getting that really nice line around your cuticles. This is just the first coat. We will do more, so don't worry about getting globs and globs and globs on this one. So I've got everything on the nail as of right now. So now I'm going to go back in, get a little bit more of my builder gel, and I'm going to just dot this here in the corner. So see what I'm doing? I'm just dotting this from the side, just adding a little bit on. And then the cool thing is you can kind of drag it this way to really make it even, and it is gonna self-level. So I just make sure that you don't have to do it perfectly. It doesn't have to be a perfect square because you're gonna be able to file, but I just make sure that from the edge here that it's even when I'm coming down this way. So you want to make sure that you have a good line here on this side and up top so that you have a good first coat. So that is what I'm gonna start with, and then I'm gonna cure this in my LED lamp really quick for 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, now that I have my first layer cured, I'm going to go ahead and take off the nail form. If you have a portion of the nail that is maybe not connected or has a little ding still, keep the nail form on just so you're able to get that section. But because I don't have that, I'm gonna go ahead and remove. So the way that I do that is just by pinching like this and then pulling. It's very, very easy to remove, and then you should be left with something that looks like this. Let me bring it a little closer so you guys can see. So this is what I've got. Okay, now we're gonna build on this. So typically I end up just doing 2 coats of builder gel because I find that is enough. So we're gonna go through the same process. I got a lot of the extra off my brush. I'm coming back in to get it on just the one side that I want it on. You can start in the middle and push it back if you like. And then we're bringing this across the whole nail. I like to keep mine pretty even, or not even, but thin. Just making sure that we have full coverage. If you have nails that break easily, you can always add more coats too. If you see any parts that aren't even, see how this is pretty much all white except for that section there. I know that that's gonna be a lower point of the nail, so I'm gonna add a little bit of extra builder gel there to build that up so it's all even. And then I do like to add a little bit more to the edges here, just right over what's broken before. So this is what I have, and I'm going to go ahead and cure that again for 30 seconds in my LED lamp. Now that I have this cured, I'm going to bring over some of my lint-free wipes. I use this brand it's from OPI. You can get them on Amazon for pretty cheap. I think I got 6 boxes for like 15 bucks. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna bring over some alcohol. And then take that sticky coat off this nail to where I just have this. Then I'm gonna bring in my nail file and shape my nail a little bit. So we obviously have that extra little bit there that I don't want. So just making sure that it looks the way that I want it to be shaped. That's what I'm gonna do. Like that. Sometimes I use these to help me keep my hand steady or do my shaping or whatever I need to do. One of my favorite things that I do when I shape is actually rotating the nail file, which you don't think is gonna make a big difference, but it actually does. So what I do is I'll start like this and slowly rotate this way to where I'm almost filing like the top of the section that I'm doing. And that really, I found, has helped tremendously with my shape. So, little secret there for you. And then I'm gonna take that same lint-free wipe, make sure I am all good. And then the cool thing about builder gel is a lot of times it self-levels to where you don't need to do any filing. But if it is uneven, what you can do is go ahead and go in with your buffing block and fix that up to where it's even. And then after that, you can add in a gel top coat layer to get that shine back. But because I am happy with how level my nail is today, I'm going to go ahead and skip that gel top coat step because I do already have a shine. So let's move on really quick to how I fill my nails. So these are the 3 that need to be filled. What I do is I look at the side here. If I have a little bit of a ridge between my natural nail and the builder gel, which I typically will have, I will go in very slightly and just try to get that ridge a little bit more filed down so that when I go in with the builder gel layer, I won't have a big ridge there. It'll just go on seamlessly. I do that on the side as well. So just making sure that it's all good. Now I'm trying not to file my natural nail when I'm doing this. I'm trying to just file that builder gel down. Okay, so this is what I have after doing the first nail. It's a little bit more even. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat those steps for these other 2 nails. Really doesn't take much. Definitely don't forget those sides though, guys, too. Okay, make sure those last 2 are even and good. Okay, so now that my nails look like this, I'm gonna take that lint-free wipe that we had alcohol on and just clean up those nails really quick from all of that dust that we just made. Then I'm gonna go in with this pH primer, not on the whole nail, but just on this natural portion here. Then I'm gonna do the bond. Again, just on that natural portion. And then I'm gonna let that dry again, just like I did for this nail. And then I'm gonna go in with my builder base. So again, just making sure that I get all of that extra off that brush. I typically don't need as much for a fill. So I just try to get a little bit less than I normally do. And then for this one, I do typically start a little ways back. I don't go straight in and brush this way. I will push into the cuticle like this. So I make sure I get everything covered. Make sure you do those sides too. Once you do that, feel free to take the layer of builder gel all the way across that nail. Okay, and that's what I've got right now, if you can see that. Okay, we're gonna go again on this next one. starting kind of a little bit farther out from the cuticle, pushing that right into it. Making sure I have those sides covered. And then one more. That's what I love about builder gel. This is honestly super easy when you get the hang of it. And this bottle makes it really easy too. And then I keep it thin typically on the rest of the nail just to make sure that it's even. So that's what I've got. Everything looks pretty even from the side, which is always good. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds in my LED lamp. Now that I've got that done, I'm going to finish off with wiping with my lint-free wipe. And that is it. Now I did decide I was gonna go ahead and do my thumb. The only reason why was because I do have 2 broken corners and I actually want to extend this just slightly. So I'm gonna show you guys really quickly how I do that. So I'm gonna wipe this off just to make sure we're good to go. I did already file this. And then I'm gonna grab an extra form from my long book of forms. Open this up. I have a little dog hair on me. If you guys have dogs, let me know in the comments what kind of dog. I'd love to hear what kind of dogs that you guys have, or other pets too. I just love animals in general. They're amazing. Okay. And then we are good to go there. Oops, there we go. Very sturdy, which is again why I really like this double thick kind. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the pH prep again. Okay, got that on there. Now I'm opening up the Young Nails Bond. I'm gonna put that all over the nail. All right. Wait a few seconds for this to dry. It generally dries pretty quickly. I don't know if it has on the instructions how long to wait. Nope. I just wait. And then I am going in with my builder gel again. I'm going to get a little bit more than I typically would just because I am doing this whole nail. And it's my thumb. Okay, so I'm getting this much. Bring it up, bring it down to my cuticle area, all across. Now I'm gonna do the 2 sides. So I'm gonna get a little bit more on my brush, come over to this side. It's gonna look almost the same as what we just did on my other finger. Okay, I'm fixing that right there, like that. Gonna do the other side here, fixing this corner, making sure it's there. Making sure that line, again, like I told you guys, is solid here. Bringing that up. And then just gonna extend a little bit along the edge of my nail, right? So what I'm gonna do there is basically just do the same thing that I did on these sides, but just on top, like this. It's very, very simple to do. So that is going to be a little bit more thin than the rest of the nail, so I'm gonna try to build that up a little bit, just by dotting along the way. So that is what I have right now before putting it in the LED lamp. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure really quick and then come back and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I've got that cured and I'm going to again remove the form by pinching and pulling. Now this is what I have. So it obviously needs some shaping. So I'll be doing that. You can do it first before you put a second layer on, or you can do it after. I'm gonna go ahead and put my second layer on really quick, and then I'll be doing some shaping. So let's open this up. It's already got a pretty good layer from what I did extra over here. So I'm not going to go as thick with this layer as I did with that first one. And I'm gonna go ahead, now that I have that all on there, cure my LED lamp for 30 seconds. Now that I've cured, I'm coming back with this. I'm going to wipe off with that alcohol again to get that sticky layer off and start shaping. So here goes nothing. Sometimes if you have too much that you've built up, you can also just chop that off. I didn't choose to do that just because I don't have any nail clippers right next to me, but you can also do that. That is looking good. So I'm gonna again wipe that off with that alcohol wipe, get all that dust off. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is how I do my builder gel fills. And that's how I break and extend a nail as I need to with builder gel. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you get notified the next time I have a video releasing. And I hope to see you guys back here soon.